Yo, how are we doing, folks? Let's go. Let's go. Yo, come everybody. Watching me from Uzbekistan. Ah, thanks very much. Phoenix, all is good. No worries, John. Welcome back. Don't stay up too late, Phoenix. Oh, of course, Phoenix. We're learning every day, right? Trying to find some long, relaxing music like this time. Audio level. And that's about fine. Cool. How's everyone's Thursday going? Like these type of streams, watching someone do his job without annoying stuff. I appreciate that. Yeah, we stream every Thursday. Connect with the community, talk to regulars, chill the Patreon at the final half hour as usual. But yeah, pretty chill. So I think today we're going to work on. Because we worked on this off stream, pretty much an L1, L2, Leah. I don't know. I keep forgetting. I was like, what's L0? I think this is like an L2, almost L2. Needs the windows, but this is at obviously an L, given an L1, right? So we're gonna work on this today, which is the doorway to the thing with the stairs. So Goal is to get all of the house to a L2 level blockout. And then we can start unwrapping and testing out designer. Yeah, once all the wood beams go in, I'm not going to do a silhouette pass, like wonkify the silhouette until I've done the textures. It's just a bit easier to unwrap that way. Oops. Oh, man. After 8 hours of work on Real. Oh, that's why I do Blender. I've been learning. I guess I've learned it at this point, at least to do what I want to do. But the stream started to learn Blender and get back into environment art. But yeah, I do like the lighting art job, right? 8 hours a day, so it's I wouldn't want to come on and light on the stream. It'd be quite boring for me. Not for you, John. You're in a different thing. You are. Jumped across the pond, Taekwondo. I listened to your early podcast. I think it was a week and a half ago. I was laughing. It was funny. I see what you did. See what you did, John, in that podcast. Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's usually free after. Oh yeah, after 6 p.m. Depending on. Yeah, we'll figure out a date. Let's figure out a date. See if we do it in the next few weeks or whenever we can get it in. Not delay it any longer. Because I'll keep delaying it. I'll be like, oh, a few weeks. It'll never happen. Like when you send someone a message on LinkedIn, it's like, yeah, let's do that thing. And it's like 6 months later. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Wednesdays after 7. Wednesdays are pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Because Monday and Tuesdays are pretty packed. Thursday is a no-go. Yeah, one of these upcoming Wednesdays, would be good. Oh, somebody messaged me from Eurocom. We never worked together at Eurocom. He was there much before me, but maybe you know him. His name was... He's a lighting artist. His name was Neil, I believe. I think his name was Neil. Yeah, Neil. And we were just catching up. This was a little bit ago. We were just catching up on stuff. But yeah, I noticed he worked at Eurocom way before my time though, at Eurocom. Nightfire, yeah, wow. One of my original teachers, Matt Jeffrey, he that's when I first learned about Eurocom. He was like showing all some like cool stuff, like the Uncharted, or their version of Uncharted before it became Uncharted, right? And a lot of the Batman Begins stuff. It's a shame what happened, but I know a lot of those folks are still around the Midlands. You know, they're at Dan Buster and Rare. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hey Victor, welcome back. Good to see you as usual. Yeah, John, oh, I don't need snapping on for this one. It's fine. This is all one big piece, so it doesn't need to snap to anything. So it's all Gucci. But yeah, John, I used to do, when I was a teenager, I used to do sport karate. I know it's not Taekwondo, but it's, we traveled the country doing sport karate tournaments and all that sort of stuff. Hey Renzo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Oh, chat's active today. Last week it was a Animal Crossing silent chill stream. Yeah, karate's better, but no. What's funny is, John, I used to compete in like the you know, like the what was it, 11 to 13 category, but you've seen me in real life, right? So let's just say I stopped growing at 11. So it was always like, what are you doing in this category? Who's feeding you? This is not normal. What's going on here? I'll try and find some stuff for it. Are you doing Gradex this year? I don't know I'm gonna try and do it. I need to find out if I can get the day, but that's pretty soon, I think. You know, June. How's things, Renzo? How's things with you, Victor? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you as usual. Yeah, I remember that thing you sent me. That was a big list, bro. You've gone full scholar. Oh. About to make a thread in the Discord for my project. Oh shit, okay. Nice. Yeah. Can have a look at that in the final half hour. If you want stream feedback, that is. You can always just ask in the voice. Voice channel's been kind of crazy this week. Well, it's been crazy for the last 3 weeks, you know? There's always someone in there, you know? We've had 6 to 8 people most evenings. Usually 3 to 4 people are always in the voice from a certain time. It's been pretty cool. Oh, cheers, John. Much appreciated. Leah's in the Discord a lot. 10, 12 hours a day working on her project. There's quite a lot of other people that do a lot of stuff there, like V as well. Oh yeah. Loads of people. It's been on there for a while, John. You not looked? It's been on there for a while. I made a special exception for you with the green card. I'll show you. There we go. A king. These are all our recent members as well. Speaking of Victor. Friggin' boxing cat from Ghosty. This one's a very sus cat. Yeah, went on well. We got 2 more people. I'll be making posters soon for these, and in talks with a 3rd person. So yeah, these are, expect more to be popping up. Your life is art and learn. One thing I always still takes me a few attempts to do this, because coming from Maya, remembering which axis. Quick question for Mirror. In order to share it, do I have to get the starter tier? How do you mean? Sure, share what on the Mirror? Just link to the page. Oh, the Mirror is public, if that's what you're wondering. Anyone can get onto this. You won't be able to edit it though. This is like, only I can edit it. This is like a hub for all the best lighting resources, but also the Patreon stuff. I can put a link in chat if that's what you're looking for. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Are you... See, everyone's got different names on the Discord, the stream, and the Patreon. So, if you're not on the Patreon, like we can try and have a quick look at your work, but the focus like is on streams. The focus for the patrons, but in the Patreon Discord, there are literally like free mentorships going on with the amount of advice people give, because there's a lot of people on there. So it depends. If you want regular feedback and you want to be in an environment, you can be in there. But like I say, I don't know if you're on there because I get the names mixed up. So apologies, everyone. I'm gonna need to force everyone to have the same name. Just be like V and Leah, same name everywhere. But if not, just put it in the Discord if you're already on there. Yeah, put it on Discord, Victor. It'll be good. You can put it in, if you don't have a thread, put it in Art Blast. And just make sure you react. I think you may have. Just react to my post on the announcements. Yeah, apologies. I just get all the names mixed up, Victor, so it's hard for me to remember sometimes. But yeah, just put it on there and we'll have a look at it. Limit Break now open again. Yeah, same, John. Like, not with Limit Break, but I've been doing a lot of stuff over the last 2 months outside of work, whilst doing the EMC 3D stuff, right? I am running out of time for just everything, so I need to start clawing back on some stuff as we go into the later half of this year. So I was wondering, how do you start a modular building kit? How do you know what parts you need? And is there industry standard size? Welcome, by the way, Arcane. So it depends, Arcane, on a lot of things. It really does. It's hard to give a simple answer, but if we're going like the base form, if you're like doing modularity for the first time, I would stick to very square metrics, 1x1, 2x2, potato, 2x2, I said 1x1, 2x2, 4x4, 6, 8, and keep them as simple blocks and just get used to the workflow of breaking down a building. This one is not, like you see, I've got pieces that aren't, they're longer, and some pieces that are like non-square. So, if you were starting out, I would do something that is just quite literally squares on squares. And how how do you know if there's an industry size? You base it off textile density a lot of the time. So we would usually say that 1 meter is 1024 of texture space, which means most of the time you're going to have 2 meter pieces across a lot of things, right? But Arcane, have you watched my trim videos? Because that goes over a little bit how to plan for modularity. They're like a good starter for getting into it. Also, you could just make the thing and then figure it out afterwards, which is what I did with this. So I can show you actually. Hold on. I've got my own Miro for this. So, you know, way back here, I wasn't thinking about modularity. I was just making the thing. So none of this is modular. This isn't modular. And then I did a pass to make it modular, right? And I'm slowly, you can see the original one over there. I'm breaking it down. So there's a few ways. As long as it's done in the blockout phase before you enter production, you can just basically make your, you know, your Lego kits for stuff. And all that sort of stuff. That's good to know, John. Yeah, sometimes it's surprising how, like, you know, trim sheets is like #1 challenging thing, and then you look back and it's like, oh yeah, trim sheets, they were doing those in the early 2000s, right? Probably even the 90s. So it's just cool how much of a old school technique it is. It's still the main way to do things. It's just really cool. No worries, Arcane. My names are all the same. Don't lie, Giga. I can't miss your name, Giga. It's literally in all caps. Yeah, you end up like looking back at your own tutorials to remember how to do stuff. That's always funny. Up, mini triangle, mini square, down, cross, 1, 2, okay, yeah. We can do this bit. So John, how do you split your time? Are you splitting it between Game Z and Taekwondo? Like, what's the ratio? Like 80-20, 90-10? What is it for you? Badly. Oh, bro, I feel that. My splitting of time between things is pretty bad as well. PKD is on a sprint at the moment. Okay, cool. We have a dev deadline 6th of May. What would you mean, a dev deadline? For TKD? Or is this the game dev side? Open doors all Gary. Quite busy then. Launch new membership for TKD. Yeah. I remember those. I was part of one of those governing bodies for karate. Oh God, 50K. A lot of people. It's all wood, actually. That nice. Oh, what's this? What are you doing up here? Shouldn't be up here. Be gone. Ah, nice, yeah. That's I hadn't modelled for a while. I started this stream up, so it's nice to get back into it. And what are you doing on the game dev side at the moment? Are you doing anything with what are they called? I should have eaten food. Oh, what's it called? That new school you were linking at me. Game Swedish one. You doing anything with those guys? Game what? I need to find out their name now. Is that some annoying me? Game Assembly, I think. Yeah, Game Assembly. We're doing a secret IP. Has robots in it. You're not current enough. Oh, John, get with the times. What do you think of that, by the way? So, I'm long gone from education, right? It's been two years and a bit since I was doing the course leader stuff. Obviously, Staffordshire was a traditional university under a university structure. What do you think of these like new game schools now that are not under that? They're under like they're built for games. You think anything will change or? So those can be deleted because they just pop up to another face. Nice. Yeah, I'd love to do something with them, but just I'll probably reach out in later in the year because I just don't have anything available on my plate to like prepare talk wise. Just my old talks, which are mostly available already. So it does seem pretty cool though, like a dedicated game school. I mean, where was that in the UK? I remember there was Escape Studios. That was a game-specific school, right? That was your shindigs. I remember. Uni's not the answer. Escape. There's been some pretty cool stuff to talk about as well. I don't know, it depends where you want to go on the podcast. Like, I'll go whatever direction you want to go, but I get very random sometimes, so I would end up talking games education, and then games, and then this and that, so it would be all cool topics as well for that. Just gonna swear every 30 seconds, make you edit it all out. like BBC. Hello, are you currently at building modulars in order to model the house, or are you going free ride straight ahead? Welcome, Savanema. I think I know what you're asking. So the way I did it is, which again, there are loads of ways to do this, so please don't take this as gospel, but I made like a rough version of the Blockout like this, right? It's not modular, it's got like missing pieces, but it gets like the main thing in. This is something you would never show, like you would, like this is the Blockout at the moment we're getting ready to show, but this is like the step one. You can see it's got all the broken symmetry. But once you've got the general proportions, I then go in and I make the kit, which is what I'm doing now. So you can see my blender, it's slowly turning into that Lego kit. And then I just basically reassemble the house. So as you can see, we've got most of the areas in. We just need to get the side roofs in, the main roof. We're doing this at the moment, this big door, which will just be one big modular piece. So that's the way I did it for this one. But yeah, hopefully that answers what you were asking. No worries. Welcome to the stream. Stream every Thursday, 7:30-ish p.m. Because today was 7:35 until 10 p.m. UK. We beep. You do a lot of beeping. Catch off guard. Beep. I think colleges are key, need more support and funding, better relationships. Renzo, yes, I remember saying to Renzo, because I've done talks for him for a few years now, I remember saying the very first time I did a talk at his college that he was like, the amount of linking he's doing with industry at college level was like nothing I had seen before, in terms of like, it's so rare. So he was like the gold standard for our college course leader should be that runs a course. Cross. Yep. Okay, let's do the stairs then. Just a bit. Exactly, Renzo. That is the perfect attitude. Unfortunately, a lot of games education is the opposite. People get too comfortable. Let's just say that. God almighty, I've had some issues with that. Actually why I left teaching as well. I was getting too comfortable. I was like, okay, I need to go and do the thing again. Otherwise, I'm never going to get another chance. And I was still pushing as well with it. But, yeah, I might go back to it one day. I do the teaching without the admin nowadays, so I get, like, the benefits without the annoyances of teaching at a university. Like grading. Let me give you a numerical value on your subjective art. I think you know, Staffordshire still has a really good team. The chap that runs that, Chris Headland, he's really cool. Obviously, you know Dave already, Renzo. You know, some good eggs out there. But a lot of bad eggs, unfortunately. Oh, I see it here. Scoop. I wonder what I'm doing to do that. Sometimes I'm like, that's fine. Welcome back, Mr. Brooker. Good to see you as usual. Hope your Thursday is going very well. Brooker. Ah. In the first step. Oh, John. Oh. Oh man, there's a lot of people this week that want feedback.
That client review was brutal.
We're gonna be underwater for a week.
What? What do you mean? You uncultured. Unbelievable. Listen, some culture. How do you not know about taking hobbits to Isengard? What do you mean a classic Leah? You've never seen Lord of the Rings. What do you mean? Probably Mr. Brooker does not know about the taking the hobbits to Isengard. Slander! Get him out of here! I was just testing, okay? I just wanted to mix the music up. Alright, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. I mix it up. You guys know about the Harry Potter one? With the puppets. See if anyone recognizes this one.
What is that mysterious ticking noise? Not over here, not over there. Kind of catchy. Snipe, Snipe, Severus Snape, 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 Severus Snape,
Dumbledore.
Snape,
Classic.
Severus Snape,
Anyone remember this one?
Dumbledore.
Snape,
Very catchy. It's going to be in your heads. I'm sorry for this.
Snape,
Dumbledore.
Snape,
Ron,
Snape,
Ron,
Severus
Ron
Snape,
Weasley.
Snape,
Dumbledore. Ron,
Snape,
Ron,
Severus
Ron
Snape,
Weasley.
Snape,
Ron,
Snape,
Hermione.
Severus Snape,
Hermione.
Snape,
Dumbledore. Hermione.
Severus Snape,
Dumbledore.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Severus
Harry Potter.
Snape, Snape,
Harry Potter.
You guys not seen this one?
Severus
Harry Potter. That's me.
Snape,
Harry.
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 Snape,
Dumbledore!
Hermione.
Snape,
Harry Potter.
Listen, you can say it's niche. 207 million views. That's how you know it's. If you've not seen it, you're the minority.
All day long at Hogwarts.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, John, this sounds way too old. Sultans of what?
Voldemort, ooh,
John, this even looks old. Like, what is this from now? This looks like it's from the 70s. I'll put it on just for you. I will destroy my my 50 pence ad revenue just for this, John.
Get flights from £27 one way.
Oh, I will answer your question in a moment,
Get out
Savannah.
there.
I just saw it. I've clearly arrived at the worst time. When you arrived, it started to derail, Mr. Brooker. Oh, I'm going to get ad revved for this. This is like music my dad would listen to as well. Super classic. Right, we've derailed. We need to get back on. Right, that's it. Ad revenue's ruined. We're going to Animal Crossing. We're going back to, I'm not falling for whatever you're trying, Leah. What are you trying? No, I'm not responding to you. I know there's something coming. I'm waiting to get my first strike. They let you off a lot of the time on the streams. They're like, listen, you're not going to make any money on this because it's copyright. We'll let you off. So hopefully they let me off with Pirates of the Caribbean. I can get one thread or a stream with the ad revenue. That's how important breaking the ad revenue is for this. What's up, Leah? Go on. I'll allow you to troll me. Not that you would, but I'll allow you. What's up? Uh-oh, the poem is coming. Damn. Lyricism, it's best. Dara chunk was heaving. One, two, three. Oyster sales. Dude, there's some of my favorite films, right? The first three, my favorite. We don't talk about 4 and 5, but yeah, I think there's a new one coming out as well. Also, every time I went to Disney World, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride would always break down. I think he does it on purpose. Every time he escapes from something unintentionally. Which one's your favorite? I think for me, 2 and 3. It's hard to go between 2 and 3. Oh my god, Victor. So it's not just me. That ride is literally cursed for things to break down. I've been to Disney a lot as a kid. Last time I went was probably 4 years ago. It gets increasingly more difficult to go to Disney because it's less about the experience and more about Disney just trying to rip off everyone for money. It's like, oh, get in queue for this ride, but there's a fast pass for extra money, but then there's another fast pass after the fast pass for even more money. Didn't he? See, this is what I was telling the chat. I put on some Lord of the Rings music, John, and they said, "What on earth is this?" Can you believe that? The disrespect. Unbelievable. What incarnation is this grid? What do you mean? Vitaly. Vitaly. Butcher your name by accident. I had to shove needles. Yeah, Mr. Brooker really loved it. Mr. Brooker does not like Lord of the Rings. Unbelievable. And squares. I mean to snap to grid for easier snapping in Unreal. Yeah, like we've currently got most of it on. Look, so the piece we're doing is just this big piece, but we've got sort of most of it legoed up. I'm just working on. We're still blockout phase at the moment, so we're in between an L1 and an L2. Some bits are L2, some bits are L1. So once we get it all to L2, we will be able to progress into production of wrapping, I guess, textures, faders, silhouette work, all that usual stuff. Hey, here's a tip for you guys. When you're doing environment stuff, right? When you got something like this that has like an extrusion coming out of it, what I recommend you do is it just helps add a bit of depth to everything. When you look at it from the front view, you kind of see it's flat. So what I'd usually do is, right, I grab the edge at the bottom and just move it very slowly. Levels, text density, and normal map. So if you explode the unwrap, if you see my trim sheet videos, I have 2 trim sheet videos of planning them and explaining the workflows with them. That's a good first start, I'd say, to look at. They're some of the most popular videos on the channel as well, because trim sheets are always maybe I need to rewatch that. It is more of a text than a steel. So this would be a good start. Why do you not? Okay. more minutes, and then we have a few Patreon projects to look at. We give some quick notes. That's my man. Yeah. All good though. How's things with you, Duke? Intro bed, fine with an IQ. Man, I haven't touched an IK rig since university. Those things are scary. Yeah, I think it was a cat rig. Cat rig in 3ds Max. That's the one. Yeah. Painting on the weights and all that sort of stuff. Students keep asking me how to do it, telling them to look at it. See, when I was a teacher, I guess this was maybe the benefit of being on a larger course. We had sort of people that could teach a bit of everything, and people that were like me who environments, 3D modeling, sure. Animation, no, that's like never. But you don't always get that luxury, right? Depending on where you teach. I'll just finish this a little bit off and then we'll get into it. Right. It's time. Sounds good. So we got to try. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude. Yeah, for sure. I've been there. Right, yo, Victor. Ah, my eyes. Ah. 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 Great. Give me edit access. Can I take it? It's too bright. Victor, your background. Quick, make it dark grey. Ah, I can't see. Everyone's been through this. And they're like, where'd you change the background? No one can ever find. Look, see? He don't know where to go. He's going around the mirror. He don't know where to go. Every time. Don't worry, I'll request edit. Good. One is the reference. Oh, thank God. Don't worry, I'll save us. Oh no, I've forgotten how to do it now. Oh wait, because I didn't have editor access. I'll save us. Oh, yeah. Woo! That's it. Patreon duty's over. See you guys next week. Peace. Alright, Victor, what are we doing? What's the project? My project is to create the festival hall from the... That's all good. We did the same with V and Leah and Giga. Oh, Giga's board is like crazy. Okay, cool. So what's the actual thing you're making in terms of the scope? Is it just this? Because this is a lot of work, so I will already tell you to be wary of scope. Because this is quite a big thing, so... Reminds me of Feed from Star Wars. I'll do a breakdown on this, Victor. In a bit, Duke. Thanks for popping by. Do a modular breakdown on this. Start colouring over it in terms of what Lego pieces you're going to have. It's going to be bigger chunks with this because a lot of it's curved. We'll start doing a colour overlay as well of where the trim sheets will go. Just gets it out of your brain and it puts it on your Miro, which is good. Yeah, like this is scary, right? So if you're going to include this on its own is going to take a while. If you did put that in. Primary building for foundation, lots of reference. Yeah, this one will be tough for a camera angle because it's so big, right? So it's going to be tough to sell the scale on this without getting... I kind of like this shot, right? This shot kind of fits in a lot of things perfectly and it's framed really nicely. You know, maybe you could lock in a camera for this shot. Like this has good ingredients for like a framing element here, framing element here, and then your eye goes in to the image. So, you know, take note of that sort of stuff as well. But yeah, start doing like a clean pass on like what's going to be trim sheet. So in Photoshop or whatever, just color over, make it transparent, and then, you know, over here do like a trim sheet plan. So, you know, maybe, you know, that is, it's going to be that, vice versa. The more you map out of how you're going to do this before you even do any more 3D, right, the more you're going to scope in on how you're going to approach it and what you're going to split off into various areas. And this is quite a complicated concept, so don't be afraid to try and use F-Spy. I would try to maybe camera match this to at least one of these references if you can get close. Otherwise you're going to spend a while getting what you want in. If you were going to eye match it, I would start with this, right? Just getting this cylinder looking right, because everything branches off from that. But yeah, I would look to use F-Spy. If you're a F-Spy is in it, it works in any DCC. It reminds me of that guy that did that mountainside level. I don't know if anyone remembers. He used F-Spy to match his Blockout. Anyone know what I'm talking about? It's like a big mountain. It's like a big environment on top of like a cliff with big arches. I feel that could be a good one as well. Oh, what was it called? I think it was a student, right? Think tank student. But yeah, have a look into F-Spy, Victor. I think this will help alleviate any issues or struggles you're going to have matching, because it's a complicated building, right? So I would probably try to get as close with F-Spy as you can for a rough blockout, and then you'll be good. Yeah, there was one environment that's a good example of how this was done, which if I find it, I'll link it at some point. But I thought it was Think Tank, but maybe not. It's been so many works. Ah, here it is. Yeah, this one. So this guy's got a big environment, right? It's all modular and trim, but you can see that. Pretty sure he has a breakdown shot of his F-Spy. I'll link you this anyway, because this is a really good breakdown. Maybe it's in this one, the breakdown itself. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he used F-Spy. Yeah, so you can kind of tell, right? You go from like here. Oh, I hate Vimeo. Oh, so awkward. Like, you can just tell just the way he's blocked it out that he's got this roughly lined up in F-Spy, and he's just using the perspective to get it kind of roughly in. And once you've got that in, right, you can just go ahead and detail. So I would recommend you sort of do that. Get your base shapes in. But yeah, do a lot of the planning first. A lot of environment art is very, very strong planning before moving, you know, much more forward. So I would make sure to plan all this stuff out. Have a look at my trim sheet. plan video again and just copy that for process and all the people we kind of look at for stuff. And yeah, color it over, think about the texture density, and then yeah, blocking out like this, the way you're doing, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to have like proportions missing, it's going to take a while. So I would maybe grab this shot and try and F-spy so that you've got the cylinder, maybe one of these boxes. It won't match up completely with a concept, it works better on photographs, but you should be able to get like relatively close, I'd say. That is what I'd be the next step. And try and match this camera angle. I would honestly, I wouldn't make it playable, like you can run around it, it would just take so long. I would just match this camera angle. It's a good camera angle, like this is the camera angle I'm going for my scene, looking up at the building. And then what you can do is you can just block in these framing elements very easily and get this bit right. Once you've got this bit right, you can work on the background area, if that makes sense. That way you don't have to do the whole building, you just do the front of the building. That's what I would do. Yeah, does that make sense, Victor? Spider's now a Blender add-on. Cool, cool. Yeah, don't be afraid to pop into the voice chat. You know, people are in there all the time working on their projects. A lot of feedback gets given from other professionals and from hobbyists to each other. So it's going to be a strong asset. What's cool is, because this is a real place, you could get a photo and line it up perfectly and then apply it to this type of composition. So yeah, let's get a color plan for the modular trim. Let's get some framing elements blocked in. It's demolished. Oh shit. Or some old school photos then. But yeah, that will be the next step for you. You're going to be on the Blockout for this for a while, which is good because the Blockout is kind of almost the finished thing, right? Because you're going to do bevels and put trims on it. But good stuff, man. Keep it up. If you come by next week, let's get a sort of an A/B next week, which is basically before after, to see where you've ended up. If not, whenever you check in next, we can have a look. But cool project, man. Keep it up. So Jan wants feedback. Unless we're just reacting to the post. I don't... Does Jan have a thread? Jan, if you're around, do you have something you want me to feedback on? I can't see anything. I'm just asking if they reacted or they wanted an actual piece. Are we going to join the stream review voice? Up to you. Up to you. You want yours on the voice? No, we can make that a thing if you want from now on. So I'm not sure what's happening with Jan, so I'm going to skip for now unless they come back. V, let's do yours. I'll join the stream reviews. Hello, good sir.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nice.
Righto. What do you want me to load up? A screenshot or Miro? I know we've kind of seen yours a lot anyway, but where do we want?
Yeah.
Where do we want to be looking? Your Miro?
Yeah, the mirror. Have you seen that video that I just sent? Yesterday I added another portion on top of my Haven building.
Bro, what's happened to your mirror ball? It's just not here.
What do you mean?
Where's your mirror? I'm just in a void, look.
What the hell? That is so weird.
Oh my god, you need to... Okay. You need to right click. Set current start. You put me in the wilderness, bro. You set my view start like all the way in the corner.
Ah.
I was like, where's the board, bro?
Sorry, my bad. So
Whoa, hold on. Before anything, you didn't start the video looking at the ground. Like, what's going on here, bro?
I'm sorry.
It's not dramatic enough for me. I need the looking up dramatic.
I'm trying to change the pace here. Yeah.
You got so tired of looking down all the time and looking up.
Yeah. Actually, the reason why I changed it is because since I have a mouse, whenever I'm trying to whenever I start looking up, there's I have to move my hands in a very steady manner, and that can only happen when I have a controller. It's only smooth when you're using a controller. So I'm gonna do that later when my whole project is done.
Yeah, this is cool. You can see a very, very distinct shift from what was before an L1 to now what is starting to transition into an L2 in a lot of these pieces. The hydraulic sort of pump things here were cool as well. So
yeah. So this week, I did something where I wrote down the logical reasoning parameters for this building, and amongst one of those points, there was one thing where I wrote that this whole Haven building was once a public residential structure, and now it's been overtaken and militarized by a megacorp, and it acts as both the housing and a population control unit, kind of like a looming piece of vertical authority, in the center of that district. So that's the vibe that I kind of want to go for. So the first few blocks of that building are for residents, and as you go higher up, where you start to see the Haven logo, that's for the corporate employees.
Yeah. See if there's anything you can do with this, because this I don't know, because it looks like a hinge. It kind of feels like we're in a small world, These look like kind of like Lego hinge. I know, but just think of something that would be more, that would clamp in a lot more. Maybe it's got a certain shape language to it. This just feels like two really large hinges, right? So
yeah.
Maybe something that
I think if I can make it go inside that building, that top part.
Yeah, something that either that or it's sort of
it attaches,
tapers in.
Oh yeah, or that.
Or something chunkier to match this aesthetic, right?
Yes.
Oh god, yeah, look at the scale. Wow. Massive. Chunky. But no, yeah, I do like these. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, a lot more of it is starting to transition into an L1, L2. Sky bridge. Yeah, figuring out this intersection is going to be interesting. Probably have it as one mesh. Usually when stuff intersects like this, it's very difficult to do in a modular fashion. So you would just like end the kit maybe like here, right? Have this, and then you just have a straight bit here and a straight bit here. It turns out to be like 3 modular pieces, pretty much.
Exactly, yeah. And the rest like continues in the regular fashion. Yeah. Also remove some of the parts. I mean, I haven't posted that on the mirror, but I removed some more intersection between those buildings to give some more breathing space.
That's good. That's good. There's a good ratio to think about when you kind of start to texture and put details, and it's like 70-30, I think. 70% of the bigger shapes and 30% of the smaller details. So
yeah,
having like these big, larger surfaces with minimal detail would be good, because if you start adding too much of this stuff, like too many like stripy things, it's gonna just feel noisy. So having the eye rest in there and the way you design.
Yeah, that's why I also removed that part of the building, the 6th point that I've written there on that image. I removed it. So
this is much cleaner. This is good, because I remember before. Yeah. Are you still what is like the status of some of these? Like, which ones would you say are like L1, which are L0, which are L15, which is the closest to L2?
So 1 and 2 are both L1. L1 is 1. Sorry, the first Haven building is 1.5.
Yeah.
The Sky Bridge is still at L1, and the rest all is at L0.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
So today I'm like working on the Sky Bridge.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some more modular pieces to it, and try to make it L1.5.
Yeah, I can see it coming. Make sure to put like a timeline image together somewhere on your Miro. Just have a horizontal section and put them all side by side.
I see. Yeah, I have that stored on a separate folder, but yeah, I'll do that in Miro.
Skybridge is okay. So what's the idea of the Skybridge? Is it for people to walk across, or is it going to have something underneath it?
Yeah. So essentially it's just for people to walk across the building, and I'm planning to have that only accessible to like people from higher class. Like, it's not for people who like live on the ground. It's only for the corporate employees. So I'm gonna probably add elements of like more sterile lighting, metal facades and stuff. So it's probably not gonna look industrial, rather more sleek, I suppose.
Yeah. And also I would have a try of some different design shape language for the way you're doing like hinges and doors. So someone that is good to look at is again Restwell chap. He's an amazing artist. You look at Paul Pepera's doors, and he's done a lot of these big chunky doors. You could probably find some shape language in here that you could use for like your
I remember that
hinges.
orange door from his portfolio. I've seen it before.
So there are certain shapes there you could take inspiration on for like having these things clamp on.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, but yeah, I expect the hinges to not look like hinges, like door hinges scaled up, but more like mechanical and super chunk and maybe it's got like little bits and bobs on it. You got to like add ladders as well.
Yeah, this image, I've seen this before. So I suppose I need to add more functional parts to my hinges.
Like what is something that's going to be that big in or something from the movies, like even if it's like the Death Star, just how giant things are, held on when they're super large. It's design shape language basically. It's the added difficulty to your project because you have to come up with the design, right? So, Gears of War. Gears of War could be good.
Gears of War, yeah.
For what they
it's
use.
got a really chunky design. Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be like super chunk. It needs to be like my cat super chunk on Discord.
Yes.
So look to concept art, I would say, to see how. But yeah, I think Gears of War is a good call actually because they have some large ass buildings, stuff like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But
although don't like when you look at Gears of War, you see a lot of like round shapes, kind of like sub D shapes.
Yeah.
So
you
probably don't
need
want to
your
do
hard
that.
surface version, right? So.
Yeah. But definitely I can take inspiration.
Yeah, you just got to come up with some
God.
shape language, like how many angles you're gonna have, how many. What's the 70-30 rule is something I would go research and look into a bit more this week, and that will dictate a lot of how you design the greeble elements and stuff like that.
For sure.
But yeah, I'd imagine like eventually when you get like mesh decals on here, like little ladders, little things at a human scale to sell the scale, right? Which would be key. And maybe there's a ladder on here with the bolts in and it gets to the top, and things that will help. So human scale things on giant things always help to sell the scale.
Yeah. In terms of like adding more detail to this already established part, trim sheets are definitely like my next upcoming step.
You need a decal sheet as well for sure.
Yes.
Lots of bits and bobs.
Yeah. An eclectical trim sheet. Yep.
And then at some point, doing just a scale pass with smaller elements, ladders, panels, maybe doors.
Like having contrasting elements on the sides.
Dramatic hinge as well.
Yeah, I see.
But yeah, that'll help sell the scale. Because I didn't get the scale until I started seeing like this, right? Your character mesh. Oh, it's going to load over into... Yeah. How delayed is it?
Sorry, how what?
How delayed is the stream? Because I realised I need to share.
Oh, it's like 7 seconds.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, when I saw the character mesh in here, that's when I was like, oh, I get the scale now. So yeah, more human-sized things on here to help. Like Skybridge will be a good one because you'll need like the walkway, the barriers to stop people, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, cool, man. No, it's good. Like, there's a very distinct progression from where it was before, where it was like more beginning to reach L1. Now it's like between the L1 and L2 for various parts. So good job.
I'm also like starting to see that on my own, and I think it's because of those parameters that I've mentioned on top. Like whenever now I'm making anything medium to larger scale, I'm trying to answer all those questions, and based on that is helping me to like segregate my reference material.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good comment, John, as well. Feel free to throw that into V's thread if you have any ideas.
Oh, regarding
John with
this
the drive-by feedback. But nice one, V. Good stuff.
Thank
just
you.
some general notes for you.
Thanks,
But we see this project regularly throughout the week as well. So for your official check-in, really good stuff. And we'll see how it goes throughout the week. But nice one, man.
Yeah. All right. See you, Elliot. Bye-bye.
See you a bit. Rightio. Last person, unless Jan wanted feedback. Jan want feedback. I just think Jan reacted, so I think it's just Leah now. I think. Yes, it is just Leah.
Hi there.
Hello, how are things going?
Hey, going good. What up, Elliot?
What up? So we'll do the video first and then the mirror. So what have you been working on this week?
Yeah, this week I've been working on a bunch of stuff. I've been implementing the feedback on the wood, on the planks. So we do have detail normals and world space shaders, as well as RGB masks on all 3 trim sheets. Yeah, basically that took some time figuring out, but yeah, with the help of some very nice people, I figured it out.
Cool, that's good.
Yeah, basically, what is it? John gave me some really good feedback on some kind of on some trim layout, which I used, and that's how I was basically redoing all the planks, texturing them with a trim, with an Atlas trim. Yeah.
So I remember, for context, right, you well, we can see the before afters on Miro, but you had last week you had a tiling texture on the planks, but it kind of went backwards one step because it was too generic. So this week you've basically, done the major pass with all the shader stuff on it.
Yes, exactly.
As well, which is really cool. Yeah, it reads really well. I mean, yeah, no, it looks really cool. Just got to do a pass on your props in terms of just make sure the props don't clip into the planks, which most of them are, and you'll be good. That's very simple though. Just just lift up the prop a little bit. I think your barrel's clipping in some planks and some of the rope is and stuff like that. But...
Gotcha. Shall be done, sir.
Yeah, looks good though. I think we should move on now. Yeah. I don't think there's much more you can extract out of this. Yeah, move to the next area in the tower. I agree, John. Yeah, you can't see much repetition in it.
Nice. I think at some point I want to go back and focus on the metal a little bit, and basically get some I guess more details in the metal textures. Yeah.
Floof.
The
floof.
The floof.
That's it. Hold on. Fake PNG. Treat for the floof. Oh no, it's fake PNG. I've been bamboozled. There it is. Welcome in committee. So yeah, for context, last week, actually, do you have an AB in here somewhere?
Yes, it is.
It's not that one.
Honestly, it's these two here.
This is the most recent one, yeah?
This is the most recent one, yes.
Yeah, so this is where we're kind of AB. So yeah, it's basically gotten back to where it was the week before, but even better. So which is good. But yeah, night and day difference, right? You got the roughness variation that breaks it up, and all that sort of stuff as well. So yeah, they were looking like factory clean in here. Cool. Nice. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so what's going on here then? Is it is this world space shader or?
Yes, exactly. This is just a very simple world space shader that I did. Yeah, basically at some point I wanna put I guess some masking texture onto it so that it has some
So the green is just the green soft transition is just temporary for now, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a visualizer for what I plan to do.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know what's going on here, but these look way out of TD. See you in a bit, John. Cheers. Nice to see you.
Oh, see you, John.
These out of TD? Question mark.
They are. They are, but yeah, for some reason they're very very blurry. I have to recheck that for sure. But I also wanted to what is it? Redo them or retexture them together.
Okay.
Like yeah. Work in progress.
Yeah, these portal nodes are crazy. Well, you just don't need to connect it.
Yes.
Now this was a new texture. Very clean. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is, what I would have said is, you could, even if the UVs are smaller, just build in. All the space. There's tiny things like this, we do usually like scale them up a bit more, the texel density, just because the pixel to surface ratio is so small. So yeah, I would just literally have this fill in the whole space.
Okay.
Same with that.
Yeah, gotcha. Be more efficient with space. Gotcha.
Yeah, and eventually you can add a mask to this, right? You can add a mask that will break up this, make it look a lot less perfect. So that would be cool. Especially once the shader goes on now. Would that break TD? It's okay to break TD by 20% up and down, but on small, like these are tiny, right? On these tiny objects, it's often good practice to scale up the TD a tiny bit because the object's so small, right? So this would be the exception to the rule for these tiny bits.
Yeah.
And then you started on the tower, so started doing the trim plan.
Exactly, yeah. Bunch of notes scribbled. Yeah, took my old trim plan basically here with the notes that you had for me at that time, and now I basically think about, oh, what is it, like the layout? Because like I already have so much, like I have 3 trim sheets which have a lot of wood, so I don't need to re-sculpt and redo textures. And so a lot of it will be stone and roof tiles.
Yep.
Right. Stone tiles, plaster.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, as well, Victor, just have a look at some of the other Miros in the Discord, because a lot of this will have the notes I've given before for plannings. But yeah, this sort of stuff, Victor, like planning out the colors and stuff, just strengthen as much as the foundation of your planning, and your environment blockout will go much better when you start doing it.
Yep. Yeah. I wanted to use like this project, the guard tower blockout as well, to learn certain things. Like first off, like the L1, L2, L3.
Yeah.
And then also, get to know all the things like strengthen my understanding of RGB masks, the shaders and detail normals, as well as vertex paint and POM, and also edge decals, like decals in general. Yeah.
I don't know if you'll need POM if you're doing nanite, but we'll see.
Gotcha.
I know this is from. How are you going to do these? Because the way that the guy does these in this tutorial, I think, is a bit weird. Like he sculpts. Obviously, he sculpts kind of like the corner of a box in a ZBrush, which is fine. But then he takes the high poly and he kind of like rotates it on a plane and bakes it from the top view, then masks out the edges. That's the only thing I disagree with, right? So what I'd say is when you're doing this, yes, make a high poly and sculpt it like this.
Mhm.
Sculpt this edge. And then instead of trying to lay it out, figure out, because what he's doing is trying to get the corner and masking it out, but you can save all that hassle if you just literally make just a low poly like this, and then you use the low poly as a vessel with a straight unwrap,
Ah, yes.
and then you never have to, it's already straight, so like you never have to like do this weird stuff where you rotate the high poly. So if you ever do stuff like that has a corner basically in a high poly and you want it on a trim sheet which is flat, and you're like, how on earth do I get, you know, like a corner on a trim sheet like with a curb? You just literally make a low poly and flatten the UVs purely to transfer the trims of the corner, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
So I would do that because yeah, he goes. I remember he kind of masks out. He paints out the sides, and it's just like it's a bit messy.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and you'll be good. This looks cool.
Gotcha.
And obviously, we need to. We get out of this clown map thing here. It looks like all the multicolors. As soon as we get those albedos in the similar range, it'll be good.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think. The same approach they do on Assassin's Creed. Let's sculpt up a few of these cylinders and just lay them out on there, and then you'll be good. Shout out to Mark and Matt as well. Really good advice on wood.
Mark, Matt, and John. Yes.
Yeah, John with the drive-by feedback.
Oh yes, that
Awesome
was
feedback.
great.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys for helping out. It's always good. But yeah, I think now let's just start doing the tower. You know, start making the textures for this. Where do you want to start first?
Where do I want to start first? I think I'm gonna go from bottom to top. So I want to first do the stones here. Right, and then basically go in here with those stones, and because I do think that those are objects which are, I guess, more simple and more big in shape. Like for example, this texture here, right, has like lots of intricate stones, etc. Which I think I want to get a little bit more comfortable with, like sculpting some good stones first, and then I can go into this.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty
sure,
cool if you're able to like paint on this stylized sort of stuff, even though you'll have reflections. Just painting a bit into the roughness, or like a sort of transparent albedo for this would be cool.
Absolutely.
I see, like, I know this is a reflection, but I see this kind of here.
Yeah, here
yes,
too,
I agree,
right?
John. I agree. Very good stuff. Yeah, let's start working on the tower. Tower's going to be interesting as well. Like, for example, when you make this cobblestone, this is going to really test you on the nanite workflow, because obviously your meshes at the moment have nanite enabled, but you obviously authored them by hand. With this, you're going to have a tiling texture of this cobblestone, and then you're going to tessellate it based on the height map, and then run it into nanite. It's going to be very interesting to see, because this will be the first time you're doing it for this type of texture, so this will be very interesting for your learning. For that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But cool. No, good approach. Yep, nice modular, ready to go in. Yeah, let's just start get a good camera angle locked in, and let's start doing the BAs, ABs of the tower. Basically, have it underneath all your docks. Just have the tower now, and let's spend the next few weeks working on that.
All right, gotcha. Create a camera shot.
Yep.
Camera view. Do that. Aye, chef. Got it.
Sounds good. Good work. Keep it up. Is there anything else you want to ask before we finish up?
No. I'm happy.
No worries. Yep, keep it up. I like how it's like you're going to run out of room eventually because you're going to keep scaling up. Like Miro ends here, right? Miro ends about here, so you're going to have to like...
Oh, really? Oh, no.
I've never seen someone use the whole of Miro. You need to go backwards.
Oh, yes, yes. In a zigzag line, yeah.
Cool, good job. Keep it up. Awesome.
Nice. Thank you.
No worries. See you in a bit. Take care.
Hey, take care.
Rightio, folks. I've gone over by 20 minutes, so I don't mind. But yeah, good stuff. So if we keep getting loads and loads of work, if we get more than 5 people each week, we may need to add an additional day for feedback. We'll see. We'll see. All right, thanks everyone. Thanks for popping by, saying hi. See you guys next week. If you are a Patreon and you're on the Patreon Discord, see you guys in the voice chat. For now, peace.